Like any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. This one fielded at the 5. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike, check.
From the gun, King. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scott Miller, 29 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Niners take over. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line. The Niners take over. Let's go, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, 53. 53 is the mark. You ain't doing nothing today.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Nick Chubb, 59 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. King. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Check 24, check 24. Anyway. Jim, Jim. Go.
2nd and 3. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's King on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now King to throw again. He completes it to Evans. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the play. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Back to throw. King stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their mobile quarterback doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
There you go. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider down.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They go with Chubb on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check 53. Hey, check. Hey, kill. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Touchdown, 49ers! Kevin Coleman, 40 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and
it's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, A little bit of run after catch for him. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Prescott off play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
We can't be stopped. Buddy up. 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. All day, dog.
To throw is King. Throwing on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the Niners' 26-yard
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
We got it. Slam. Watch out.
And they try the sweep to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Check. 59. I'm here all day.
King on 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 13 yards out, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Shrugs him off. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. When they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean, they want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.